Hi, it's Julie Boswell from AskACopyExpert.com, and today I want to talk to you about the dual readership path. This one has been a long time coming, and I have a lot to say on this subject. This is so important. I see people messing up the dual readership path a lot. I think a lot of people, when they get wind of direct response marketing and they see a lot of it, they think they know what it's supposed to look like. I mean, they read it, they study it, and they think, oh, I know how to write that. I know what it's supposed to look like. Um, and believe me, you don't get it from osmosis. You really need to hear this lesson. So, the dual readership path is not about like bolding and using color on some words here and there to make the page more interesting to look at. That's not what it's about. Instead, what it is about is everyone is skimming. So that means that there are actually two paths that a reader can take. They can read the entire thing, which I think not even my own mother is reading all of my marketing. I mean, for real, nobody's reading all your stuff. Or they can skim, and everybody's skimming. Everyone is skimming. So you got to cater to your skimmer and make it like super easy for their eyeballs to get all of the really critical, important messages from you. Now, I know every word you write is important. Every word that I'm writing has a purpose. So I'm not like just putting extraneous words out there to fill a page. I am not interested in that. There's a method to long form sales copy. I'm following a proven process and a proven formula to create the sales copy to sell the things that I'm selling. So I am not just like putting words out there, but you can pick out the really key stuff that if I were skimming, if someone were skimming and they only had like a couple of seconds to pick up what I was putting down, they could skim, 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 and get the point from top to bottom. They would understand my promise. They would understand that I get their pain, and they would be reminded of that pain, and they would understand the offer, and they would understand the call to action. And a bonus, when you do direct mail and you add cosmetic enhancements, you can control the readership path. So like at the bottom of a page, you can put arrows. You can put arrows and circle things really big. Arrows are a big deal. And you can say things like keep reading at the bottom of the page with an arrow for them to flip. That's a big deal in direct mail. I don't always do that on a first piece, but in a multi-step piece, really, really smart to do that. And you can do that through Mike Capuzzi's copy doodles as well, which I love to use. But online or in print, either way, your cosmetics are use of all caps, italics, bolding, color, underlining. And be careful with underlining when you're online, because you don't want to confuse people and have them think that what you're underlining is actually a link. That'll like create a distraction moment for them if they like try to hover over something that's not actually a link, but they're hovering there because you've underlined it. It pulls them away from the message, and it's just like a distraction factor, and you don't want that. So do not underline online. Instead, rely on italics and bolding and color and all caps. And when you do use bolding, bolding, color, all caps, and italics, these are the things that you want to point out. I've actually missed something here. Benefits. Pretty important. So you're bolding, and the point is that your cosmetic enhancements, they tell a story. So it's not just single words. And I think I've said this before. Like, you don't want to just do a single word where you're just bolding the word wow or fantastic or money or whatever, like for instance, if you're a dentist, I use this one a lot, and you're selling teeth whitening, and you have, you're sending out a postcard, or you're doing like a mailing to get some whitening business. You do not want to just emphasize one word, whitening, right? You want to do key phrases, the best teeth whitening, or something to that effect. Because when you just do a single word, it doesn't really tell the story. And that's the idea here. Top to bottom, tell the story. So if someone doesn't read your 1,000-word sales letter or your 5,000-word sales letter, and they just spend maybe, I don't know, 25 seconds to look at your page, they read the headline, they read the subhead, they read the next bolded thing, they read the next underlined thing, they read the next italics thing. That is all they see, because they are all skimming. And they better get your promise, your pain, your offer, the benefits, and the call to action from those things. If they're getting single words, then you're screwing up the dual readership path. You will reduce readership. You will not get the engagement you want, and you will not get the sales you want. So I highly encourage you to go back to all of your sales pages, edit your website, all of your sales funnels, and make sure they follow the dual readership path rules right here.